What is going on? Getting fucking set up. Been a long day. Editing something, but it's about to drop here shortly. Who do we got here in the comment section? Hey, Prophetess, what the hell is going on? How you been, Prophetess? Situate myself. Thought I'd just pop on here real quick once again, like I said. Shoot the shit. Empress, yo, what is going on, Empress? How you been? Shit. I've been phenomenal. I've been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for asking. How's everything been going with the Reiki? For real, woo woo's like a little treat. We ain't seen woo woo in a minute. That's crazy. Gracie work. Anyways, welcome to the Late Night Ghost Show. My name is Shango Bray. Those here in attendance, all whopping 3 of you. Y'all already know who I am, but some of y'all may see this shit because in the title is live late night psychic card readings, just in case. You see the script right here underneath this godly face? This is for those who actually have a specific question. They don't want to just keep ruminating over it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just keep, spinning their wheels. Maybe they would, a little bit of confirmation would just help so much, you know? Maybe there's something about the situation that they don't know. Well, this is what you want to do. What you want to do. Woo, what's going on though? How you been? Don't go. Woo woo, don't hurt me. Don't go. Thank you, Prophetess. Yes. So today, just gonna shoot the shit for just a second while it starts doing what it's supposed to be doing, and people come in if they're gonna come in. I do realize this is like a late time to come on. That's why it's called the Nocturnal Ghost Show, because I am Sean Go. All right. I missed you dearly. Last year, you said I had to let go. Very strong energy you felt. Well, I had to let go of my daddy. He passed. Man, my condolences to you. And I humbly and gracious. I mean, I don't like. I said I don't like being right, or correct. But I mean that is why we come together. You know what I'm saying? Or we because it's like a symbiotic thing. We assist each other, but my condolences to you. You do know already though, just the body's gone, right? So, but I understand. And I understand, and you know how that goes. Like you just never know. Like it may never actually go away in a weird way. It does get so much better as you know. But yeah, like I lost mine on Christmas 2-3 years ago, and I still have little moments, I still have things, and then he still be talking shit. you know. So yeah, I empathize with you. Well, you know what? If I can assist or be of any help, like I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate you, and that really is the truth of what makes it really all worth it. You heard people say that, you hear people say that type of thing, but it's not just cliche. It really is true. And Lord fucking knows I'm a Sag, I'm about the bag. So for me to say, like, these intangible things just trump that shit, it's true, you know? But I hope, you can always talk to him too. He will talk back, he can talk to you, he can communicate with you still. And you will find that Sometimes their perspectives shift and change. Sometimes it may take a while, you know. For example, if you had a parent who was, let's just say, maybe a religion that you despise, and you're like, man, I sure hope they got out of that shit before. Like, just because when someone passes, one thing I've learned, just because when they pass doesn't mean all of a sudden they leave their body and it's like, oh, I'm enlightened. Like, that's not how it works. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this tirade, but just my heart goes out to you, though, for real. And I really am, and I'm grateful that you even are here to let me know of what transpired, but also, like, just let me know. I appreciate you, because he wanted to be another ether bodyguard. Hey, that has actually happened. There's some people here. They will do the Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know what I mean? They'll do the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I personally, I just say believe because that's all I got. I can't say like I know, but I believe that those are the kinds of people that know why they're coming down here. Like, for example, he definitely was here probably to something to do with you. Yeah, I'm sure he had other things as well, but he had some certain assignments. You were definitely one of them. See, and she says, I'm amazed at what he's doing spiritually. Yes. But, you know, moving, though, I wanted to say this too. I heard somebody talking about, basically, they said if you got someone around you that's copying you a lot, right? That is a fucking enemy, basically. And for some reason, that stuck out to me, and I started kind of just chewing on it and thinking about it, and thinking about different situations with different people. Sometimes not even including myself, just looking at different situations. And it's like that is so fucking true. Even though they say to a certain extent, um, it's flattery if they're like copying you. It's flattery to a certain extent. But most of the time, I have found that those are the people that will replace you at the drop of a hat if they could. They hate that you was first. They hate themselves for not thinking of the shit. And they hate themselves because they believe, like, I'm the kind that could never actually really come up with this shit, so I gotta copy you, you know? And that is so true. And I look at different other examples of that, like even whether it's musically between music artists, sports wise, right? I remember there was well, I'm a boxing head. And everyone knows who Floyd Mayweather is. About maybe 10 years ago, there was another brother who was like on his way to the top, and but what a lot of people remarked about him was how much like Floyd he was, right? And now that everything has happened that's happened, this other dude just obviously fell off, or you would know his name a lot better. Be trying to destiny swap and shit. I'm still on the fence about that whole destiny swap thing. But for the sake of this conversation, yeah, envy's a hell of a drug. It is. Is it envy or is it jealousy? Which one? Who knows? Anyways, we're gonna open this up though. So somebody here, why don't somebody here just We'll start off with a couple psychic hors d'oeuvres. All right. You already know what the get down is with the psychic hors d'oeuvres. I'm in my bed chilling. That's the whole deal with the late night ghost shows. We're chilling. We're maxing. Did the day. So if you like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is a 1-card message, right? It's a 1-card message. What is it going to be? I don't know. But it's for you. That's what I do know. So if you like a 1-card message, go ahead and put a hand emoji in the chat. I will gladly do this. This is absolutely free. If not, we can just shoot the shit about other things for in the meantime. What do we got in here? I know Woo. I think Woo's here if she hasn't dipped. Prophetess. Who else is here? Identify thyself. That's the problem when it's all late night and the algorithm's fucking with me. I don't even say the algorithm. The algorithm is just what people want to see. You know, people talk about the algorithm's blocking me, shadow banning me. Maybe so, depending on what you're talking about. There is a hint of that. Now, you know you're being shadow banned when you got like mad fucking subscribers, getting mad traction, then all of a sudden you start talking about certain shit and everything goes, yeah. Somebody's running interference. But for the most part, it's just that people haven't defined who they're talking to. Prophetess, have you thought about just doing like a Reiki channel, bro? It was 4 in here, right? I know you get dizzy counting them large numbers. You know what I'm saying? But have you ever thought about that? Just a whole channel just about your Reiki practice, your particular practice. Are you adding tweaks to your practice? I'm taking it in a different direction. I know this is how they taught it, but I'm going to do this. Or I'm doing it this way. Or I'm specializing. I have a Reiki. My Reiki, I specialize in helping these specific kinds of people with these specific kinds of problems, you know? And I don't know if this thing is slow or y'all are just slow typers. Or maybe both. Because there's a lag. I know that for sure. There's definitely a lag. Here's something that's off topic, but I think will make a big difference throughout your day. You want to know how? An easy way that helps, really, really helps to correct your posture. You know what it is? I can tell you where it's either start, you can start from all the way that way or all the way this way. I'm going to tell you from all the way this way. Your tongue placement. It does. Because when your tongue's all just kind of loose or not attached or touching one of your the meridians on the top of your mouth, you can also call it mooing, right? So if this is the side of your head, right? Let's say I'm in my head, right? My mouth, my tongue, right? If my tongue isn't on one of the spots, just resting there, right? As soon as I put my tongue there, I'll swallow, just like swallow, pause. You know, you just swallow your spit, pause. But it like suctions your tongue up, right? But that keeps your head in formation. Next thing you know, this part, which is just supposed to come up, shoulders supposed to come a little down, right? And then it goes down to your hips. And your hips usually, depending, I don't know, people have different things going on. I had a posterior tilt, right? So I have to learn how to like kind of like you tuck your hips So that way everything is in a straight line from here all the way down. And then I noticed that my breathing started improving massively throughout the day. Walking around, my mouth is like closed, which is good because you don't want to be fucking mouth breather, right? That's smart. You said, yep, all of that? Well, where's the fucking channel at? What's the name of the new channel or the other channel, if I may ask? But yeah, seriously. So I've learned that just if I find myself drifting back into poor posture, which is very easy if you've had poor posture all your life, right? Just doing that, connecting back to that one meridian, which connects the whole circuit of your whole. If this is your body, this is your head. Let's just say you're a chick, that's your ass. Right? The circuit actually goes up your back and spine, over the front of your head, down. And this is you can call the micro orbit of energy, right? So when you breathe in, it goes from like between your hot pocket and your asshole, or your nuts in your asshole, and it goes all the way up, all the way around the front of your head. And then when it reaches about here, and when you exhale, that's when it drops all the way, well, for me, to my nuts. Okay. What was my point of bringing that though? Anyways, no, you feel the difference. So you feel it. And then when you're shit like that, your mouth is just effortlessly closed. You know, I've been think it ain't gonna do it, but shit, you know that. Anyways, all right. Now I drove everybody away. Now there's only two of you. If you'd like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is the live one card psychic read, it's absolutely free. It's like an hors d'oeuvre, right? I don't know what the message is, but it's for you. Go ahead, put a hand emoji in the chat. Hand emoji in the chat. And you know, a lot of things started to occur to me. I guess I'm just having this conversation with you, prophets. But okay, I got you, prophetess. Let's see what you got. Let's see what we got for you. But I noticed that in the past, I would be more hesitant to exhale, like just keep my mouth shut and breathe through my nose, because when exhaling, like especially if it's allergy season or something, I'm afraid something's gonna fly out my nose. If I'm just breathing out, right? Especially in a conversation, right? I'm in a bitch's face. And then like that was anyways. Let's see what we got here. Psychic order message. Go ahead and just make sure you're relaxed, prophetess. And if you're there and you want to, go ahead and take a deep breath. Just a relaxing, refreshing deep breath. Hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1, and just let it out. Because we're relaxing here. It's time to relax. All right. Shoot shit. What is the message? All right. One more shuffle. I'm so fucking thirsty right now, but I can't drink it because I just ate. You know, I guess there's really only me and you in here, prophetess. Here's your card, prophetess. What is the message for prophetess today? Here's your brief message, prophetess. You have the you got the 3 of dicks, 3 of clubs. And it's not reversed. It's good. If it was reversed, it often indicates heavy either worrying or anxiety. Anxiety kind of is worrying in a way. Why don't you have, uh, I'll tell you in a second. Where's your card at? I just had it. Why did I put it in here? Anyways, the three of clubs to me is one of like these expression cards. Okay. It's also to me, in this case, for you, I'm getting that you will surprise yourself if you compartmentalize your focus for, like, let's say, a certain block of time. But the reason I'm telling you this is because the message for this three of clubs was about you can actually now take on, like, I don't want to say multitask, but something like multitasking. Like, it's going to seem like you can be very efficient right now. And Spirit was just saying to whatever it is for you. Maybe it's like, I need to block out some time. I need to write some like sales material or some copyright material, copyright some sales or marketing material for my business or something, right? Let's just say. So that's a part of your business, right? Then there's like practicing your skill and your craft. That's another part of the business, if you will, because that's the service, which is the product, right? But Spirit was saying the three of clubs anyway to me today is saying to me to pass on to you, make it a game, right? Get your phone, get a timer, be like, okay, for the next 40 minutes, I'm gonna be writing this ad or this post or this video idea or this video, whatever it is, right? For whatever your thing is going forward. Okay. I don't want to just say it's the Reiki thing, but because I don't know like that, but whatever that is for you, they're saying like right now is the time you're going to find that you're really open to this, and like you can kind of slip into this kind of mode, and it's like the efficiency is really crazy. So passing that on to you, because the three is also about expression, you know, man, woman makes child three, and the child is the expression of the man and the woman's love, right? Or whatever. So anyways, I can't drink water because I just finished eating like the last of this my fucking meal, like maybe about 10 minutes before I came on. Yeah. So just separate them. All you got to do is for you, I just know this. Don't ask me how, I just know it. For you, what will be one of the most efficient and effective things that you can do is, for example, if you're blocking out a half hour or 45 minutes for something, whatever that is, it's easier for you under that frame, that context, to therefore be able to say, no, not right now. I'm just on this. I'm just working on this right now. And it's like it makes it easier for you to give permission to yourself to not have to think about this or that right now, because you can only do one thing at a time, right? If you would like a live psychic card read, what I like to call psychic hors d'oeuvre, it is a message just for you. And you're only going to hear it from this guy right here. It's absolutely free. It's my gift to you. Put a hand emoji in the chat. If I know there's somebody out there, somebody's coming or they're already in here, you have a very specific question you want to explore. This is how you begin that. You do this right here. You circulate. You know how blood circulates? You know how oxygen circulates? Circulation is everything. That right there. You will circulate your $25, your nominal $25, to paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. And therefore, I will make you a VIP. I will bequeath you VIP, and I will usher you into the VIP. Message from spirit. Thank you so much, Woo Woo. Thank you so much. Hey, can we just pause for one? I am now going to drink that fucker because I need it. I don't drink after I eat, and I don't drink while I eat. I do all my drinking, like my water. If I'm gonna drink something, I drink it before I eat, right? So, because it helps with bloatiness. You digest it faster if you're not diluting the digestive fluids with water or soda or whatever, wine or whatever fuck you drinking. So I do all my drinking before. And then I wait after I eat. So I give it time to like start that whole digestion thing. And then so just let me go get a glass of water real fast and I'll be right back. Anna, you're up here. Let me put you up. Message from spirit. Yeah. Yes, Sproffers. That's why I don't see. There's a reason I do everything. It's not just because I'm like some anal retention asshole or something like that. Like it really is true. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on. All righty, we have returned, and I have returned with copper, the copper flask. Plus, I got the window closed. It's hot as fucking Hades in here right now. It's like stuffy. I got the window closed because I don't want people in my business. You know what I'm saying? From outside, like you can hear conversations, like full blown conversations, which is kind of irritating. But anyways, so woo woo, let's uh let's approach the Shangoran altar. You know how this goes. All right. Thank you once again for your circulation. Love ya. I really do. All right. Now make sure your arms and legs are not crossed, just because it helps with the signal. All right. Go ahead. Just gaze into the eye as if you're staring. Do the 1,000-yard stare right into the eye. It's like you're looking at it, but you're not. I know it's moving around, but you can effortlessly just follow it because when you're relaxed, you can do pretty much anything. You have open resources. All right. Now, go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Allow yourself to breathe from your belly up all the way to the top. When you have filled up your lungs and you can no longer take any air, hold that for just about 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to clear out any tension with that breath. We're grounded now. We're open. We're receptive. All right. I'm going to give you 7 cards. All right. You ready, Woo Woo? Go. Nice and loud. 7 cards. Here we go. All right. This is interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting here. Uh, just a moment. Just 1 second here. Okay, we will. I'm seeing here, and what I'm really feeling is right now we happen to be you. When I say we, I mean you. We happen to be right here at like the threshold of something, on the precipice, if you will, of something new, because you're at this place now where it's like you need to have a decision. This is two parts. Okay, I'm going to show you the card from this. You need to make a decision, right? This is a very binary type of decision. What do I mean by that? No, I don't mean fucking pronouns. I mean it's either left or it's either right. It's either on or it's either off. It's either up or it's down. It's one of those. I see here also, of course, with everything that is just, transpired. I don't know when your father transitioned. For some reason, I'm definitely seeing that here though, reflected, but I could see how much emotion has basically like been processed with you. And I'm gonna start with this one. This was right by your and by the way, this right here was right in the middle. So this kind of is in like the heart of the matter territory. Here we have the Two of Cups reversed. This is also a loss of love, right? A separation, because two can be one, right? But when Two of Hearts is reversed, this often means the dissolution aspect of it. And you also have the Nine of Hearts, which is another, if you will, if you want to say this, it's another ending card. It's another death card. However, yours is not reversed. So, oh no, excuse me. Excuse me. This is not a nine. My fucking eyes, bro. This is an eight. I got to tell you this, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but since you just kind of let me privy to that information, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. I feel like your father's like proud of you with the way that you, because I think there may have even been some things between you and him before that may have inadvertently, I know, let's put it this way, every father knows that at some point in time we do damage to our daughters, whether you cannot avoid it. You could do your best, you know and sometimes life just happens, especially when you were younger. I don't know the situation between you and your father when you were younger. I don't know if he was present when you were younger. I don't know any of that. But in some strange way, his transition is also at the same time like helping you past whatever in a way kind of binded you. Like sometimes we get scars, and we take on trauma, and we take on different shit from our parents. And if we're not careful, like it can easily bind us, or at least just hinder us. It may not stop us, but it's hindering. And what I'm seeing here is I feel like in a way, if you want to say on a spirit or cosmic level, like some type of a contract was like fulfilled, and everyone involved in the contract is now able to move forward even more, even in a more dynamic, a more expansive, more prosperous way. Because I can see here, even though yes, the times may still be, you may have some bad days still with this, and then you got other things in life going on. But I see the change of heart. This was a heart transformation. When I say change of heart, I'm not just talking about, I don't want Wendy's anymore. I want Jack in the Box. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, I've known others and I've seen this in myself. Sometimes like this was like, I've got an ice box where my heart used to be, and then something happened, and then next thing you know, like my shit started changing. I couldn't change it. Like it had its own time that it was like gonna fucking start changing, or I don't even know how to explain it. But if I'm making any sense to you, that's what I'm seeing here with this card too. I know you forgave your pops. I know you forgave your pops for whatever he might have did, because he wasn't perfect. Just like we're not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's more difficult when they're alive in a strange way. Even though, yes, while they're alive, you can still pick up the phone, you can still talk to them, you could still whatever. But completions are completions a lot of times, and sometimes in very strange ways that don't make logical sense. I can see that so when I say forgive, of course, I'm just talking about letting go of whatever trespasses and iniquities y'all might have had between each other. Now, where are we going? You know what's going to happen because of all this, which is still happening, but there's been a lot that has happened, is what my point is. I see a woman who's come a long fucking ways within. You know what I'm saying? So to you, but I can say this to you also. There's byproducts that go along with this type of shit. That's why you hear a lot of the masters talking about do your fucking work, right? And sometimes life will put us in a situation where we got to do our work. We have no choice in a way, right? I see career changes, all right? Your career. There may even be a change in career for all I know. But if this change is occurring within the same context of your current career, then you will be propelled to another level. Usually this is kind of put aside for the number 10, because the number 10 represents like a new level of something, right? While a number 1 can just be a whole new job at a whole new doing something totally different, somewhere totally different, and stuff like that. But this is a very, very powerful card. This is career success. And when I say success, I mean success according to your terms. Do you enjoy doing what you're doing? Can you enjoy what you're doing? Can you enjoy like working with the people that you work with? To me, these all factor into success as far as a career, not just the money that you're getting. Because if you're miserable doing what the fuck you're doing, you absolutely loathe and are stressed the fuck out with the people that you're surrounded by, then you're losing to me. You know what I'm saying? But this is career success. You're just going to be killing them. I just see you killing them here. You're killing them. You're killing them. 3 of Swords, but it's not reversed. This is also the artist card or creativity card. Okay, I think when you get in your flow, you might get really creative when you're in your flow. And a lot of people think creativity is just for artists and other shit like that. You can be a fucking statistic number counter and somehow find a way to be creative with whatever job you have as a fucking statistic number counter. Fire Mage Joe, what up? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I just seen your comment about the shadow work and being codependent on him. Yeah. See? Fire Mage Joe, I will get to you in just a moment. These are VIPs, so specific questions, just let me let you know real quick. Specific questions are VIP stuff, which this is how you do the VIP thing. You just circulate $25 to either one of these, and then we can get into a very specific question of yours. However, and I'm not done with you yet, woo woo. I will give you a psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is a 1-card reading message. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out afterwards. This is the last card. And to me, this represents another level, another way of living. I tell you like this, man, intellect and planning is great, but we're in a whole new paradigm now. And I'm not saying that those things just go out the window. Not at all. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is this is now the time where those who can live through their intuition, from their intuition, are going to fucking thrive. We're in a new paradigm now. If you haven't figured that out yet, nothing in this world is the same as what you fucking knew it before. And the 6 of Clubs is the card of intuition. You're going to also notice another a change in quality of life due to your communication. Now, I don't know you personally. You can vouch for that. I don't know you personally, but even just the way you communicate with people since this change and shift, all this stuff that has happened since we were just talking about, it's going to affect your communication, your ability to connect even deeper with people, you know, or maybe even just connect. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how it was for you. Maybe you had a hard time connecting with people before, and now you can connect, or maybe now you can connect on an even kind of like deeper level just through your communication. You're gonna hear people remark to you, you know, I really appreciate this conversation with you. I really felt seen by you, you know, because the 6 of Clubs to me represents a good balance of communication. And as we know, most communication is not even what we're saying. So think in terms of that too. But as far as what we're communicating, how you communicate with people, your listening factor, how well you can listen, is probably more important than what you can, you know, manage to say or articulate. But yeah, I definitely see watch some things just totally surprise you and pop up on your ass. Good things concerning your career, whether they be opportunities showing up, gateways, doorways, or just since you change, sometimes the career itself changes. Like the actual technical place hasn't like technically changed, but since you change now and you start treating things differently and going about things differently, everything treats you differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have for you, Wu, and I really much appreciate you. And once again, I want to just say personally, like and I know this isn't what it's about, but I'm definitely like impressed, and I just want to, you know, encourage you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, I can clearly see here it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. All right. Fire Mage Joe. Hey, Fire Mage Joe, you still here? Did you want a psychic hors d'oeuvre, sir? So I'm not just gonna give it to you if you're not here, or if you don't want it. I don't do that. God damn, that water's so fucking good. I keep my copper cup in the fridge. Oh, so fucking good. Cool water out of cool copper cup. All right. Anybody else here would like a psychic order, or perhaps you have a question? If this is the way you want to go, then this is the way you want. This is you're gonna get put to the front here, and we're just gonna deal with you and your question. I'm about to wrap this shit up though. If not, I got another bath to get into. Another Epsom salt bath. I'm gonna do a show from my bath pretty soon. You think I'm lying? Watch. It's gonna be the the Nocturnal Epsom Salt Go show. That's what the fuck it's gonna be. All right. I guess Fire Mage Joe is gone, so there goes that. Anybody else? Look, hey, hey. I didn't want to have to slap you around like that. What happened here? I didn't want to have to slap you around like that, but Jesus, gotta wake somebody up. Do you want a psychic hors d'oeuvre or not? We know. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean, prophetess? What is that? What? What does that mean? Is that like, does that insinuate I'm some type of like exhibitionist or something? Do you know how comfortable the bath is? Well, wouldn't that make a place? I just have to be careful because it's not a bubble bath. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to scare anybody, you know, because fresh water sea snakes are real. Okay. Okay. Prophetess, what the hell are you doing up? Why are you still awake? I guess nobody else is here, so I swear to God, if it wasn't YouTube. Okay, there's prophetess in here. Who else is up in here? Let y'all stuff be known. If you like a psychic card read, you know what? Don't be shy. Okay, I've already explained this to you. We've already talked about this. All right. If you're gonna fiddle your skittle while viewing me, the least you can do is just put your hand up, so at least we can have some material here, right? On the broadcast side. Okay. While you over there making puddles, and I'm not even charging you. I hope you can live with yourself. If I ended up sleeping for a few hours. Damn, sound like more than a few hours. A few hours? Like, what are we talking? Like 3 or 4? But you know what? I know it may fuck up your schedule, but like when your body needs it, though, it fucking needs it. You know, there's other countries where like they just nap when they're fucking tired. There's no shame attached to it like there is over here. Everything over here is like fucking food days. When you really know, you know, and you can just see the fuckery for what it is, it's just like, wow, bro. I've been living with this shit all my life. This is insane. All right. Well, we're gonna pack it up. And I hope you didn't finish yet, bitch, before you over there fiddling your skittle. All right, yeah. I'm not gonna let you even get off. You know what I'm saying? Think about your motherfucking grandma right now, right? That's right. You can see her fucking face in your mind's eye, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch that shit dry up like a 3-day-old hot pocket. Watch. I got sleepy and ended up sleeping about 3. What? From what? And that's a good little stretch right there, bro. That's some people's full night of sleep. Anyways, I'm out of here.